in this shot. Everything about the day 0 shot is leaner. So I'm just saying he did not gain all 10 pounds of lean mass, and the most of it, in my opinion, is probably water from What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be going over Brandon Williams' 90-day muscle transformation. The guy had just uploaded this video, and I've watched it. And let's just say I got some thoughts, so let's get right into it.
Next 3 months, I'll be following the most effective, science-backed training and diet to push the limit of what's possible without steroids. And the results were shocking.
What? No way.
Even Dr. Mike, a top expert, was stunned.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. You gained a crap load of lean mass.
So I just want to start this off by saying that the amount of muscle you can gain throughout any period of training or whatever is highly dependent on the individual, because our genetics are such an important factor. 50% of the results you get are from your genetics. Now, the training and the diet and all that other stuff is the other 50%, but just know that if you do not have the superb elite level genetics, you are not going to put on a shit ton of muscle.
This is me on day 0, after 5 years of consistent training. And according to the world's most accurate tests, I'm 163 pounds at 13% body fat.
Okay, just want to start off this video. Hydrostatic weigh-in is not the most accurate test in the world. The most accurate test, and the only one that is 110% accurate, is the MRI. Everything else is a freaking guess. Now, I would actually have to give the hydrostatic weigh-in number 2, because if you can comfortably expel out all your air, then it is a pretty accurate test. But for most people who can't do that, it's going to be slightly inaccurate. But definitely, I am glad they're not using the freaking DEXA scam or that shitty ass machine that just freaking guesses and doesn't know shit. So I guess next to the MRI, this is probably the next best option.
Now, for this challenge, there are 3 basic goals I need to follow in order to be successful. Number 1, failure. Every single set I do will be to failure. Number 2, calorie surplus. Now, I'm just gonna eat as much as possible, but the absolute minimum every day will be 3,200 calories. I have the smallest appetite in the world, so I'm gonna do my best with this one.
Man.
And finally, 6-day split. I'm gonna train 6 days a week and do a push-pull leg split. This right here is the foundation. This is what's gonna get me the most amount of gains.
Okay, so first step or whatever that he's taking, training to failure. I 100% agree with that. Brandon, he's been training for 5 years. He's definitely in that. If he has been, training for 5 years, I'm pretty sure he's been training for longer than that. But okay, he said 5 years, so training to failure, I think absolutely makes sense for him. And I also like it that he's doing a push-pull leg split. I think that's a great split option. The only other thing that I'm not a big fan of is how he's saying, I'm just gonna eat and just keep on eating, because all this is gonna do, especially if you're natural like Brandon, which I do believe Brandon is 100% natural, all that's gonna do is just do rapid fat gain. If you go on these crazy dreamer bulks, you're not gonna put on all this muscle. It's gonna be majority fat. So I'm not a fan of this bulking stuff. I think he's at a healthy body fat percentage right now, 13%, and I just think he should be main gaining from there.
It was time for my first weigh-in.
Wow. I'm still lean. I haven't gained that much fat. 7 pounds.
But if I want to beat Dr. Mike's prediction, I need to make sure I'm not wasting any of my reps.
And first weigh-in up 7 pounds? That's a lot, and we're gonna see at the end of his whole transformation video, he's not going to go up that much more than that 7 pounds, and that was only in the first 14 days. I've already watched the video, so I'm pretty much spoiling it for everyone who hasn't watched it, but he's up 7 pounds. Now, a lot of this is probably water weight. He started taking creatine. He started training a lot harder, so his glycogen stores are gonna, he's eating more. So I do think a lot of this is water weight.
And I learned 2 keys to maximizing muscle growth. Number 1, range of motion. Right away, I noticed Eric uses blocks and wedges.
This is gonna allow me to get as deep as I need to or want to in my rep without having to worry about my heels lifting off.
And the second key technique is controlling the eccentric part of the rep. Going slow and controlled when lowering the weight helps with 2 things. It isolates the proper muscle and increases the time under tension, both leading to more muscle growth compared to regular reps.
So I'm 100% agree with this, and I'm glad that Eric is training him on legs. I've definitely taken a lot of, information and stuff from Eric, maximizing range of motion, getting in that deep stretch. So I 100% agree with this, and I do think it will help him with his gains.
While I was working out today doing my back and bicep workout, my mother prepared me a wonderful meal. This looks insanely good. I can't wait to try it.
I got you cookies.
Cookies? Now that I've got my mom's cooking, I'm about to get massive.
So he's getting his mom to cook lots of meals for him. I think this is great. Now, I'm still not a fan of this dreamer bulking mentality that he's got going on. He's having cookies and stuff. I don't think you should be bulking on dirty food or whatnot, but I don't think he's like, taking this to the extreme where he's only eating shit food and that. Most of the meals he's eating is clean, so I think it is totally okay for him to have some cookies every now and again and all that kinds of good stuff. I think that's totally fine, but this massive caloric surplus or whatever that he's trying to achieve, I don't think you should be doing that, especially for someone who's been training for 5 years like that. Yes, he may get a little spurt of like newbie gains because he is really changing his style of training. For me anyway, when I watched Brandon William before, I never really got the impression that he was really pushing super hard in the gym, like going to failure. So I do think he was leaving gains on the table from that, but he's still been training for 5 years or so, he says so. So his newbie gains are pretty much done. So all this real dreamer bulk thing that's going to happen is going to result in rapid fat gain. Now, even if with newbie gains, it would still pretty much just result in rapid fat gains. So I don't think you should be just copying this diet that he's doing.
I'm up 11 pounds in just a month. That's insane. For the last 3 days, I had to completely rest because the fatigue from pushing myself to failure every single set 6 days a week, I started feeling so tired. Like I didn't want to do anything.
He's up 11 pounds in a month. That's a lot. That's like a pound every 3 days. So divide that by 3,500. I mean, I don't know. I'll do the math on screen or whatever. But that is quite the calorie surplus. Definitely, if you do a surplus like this, unless you got some crazy PD enhancement, not enough nutrient partitioning is going to occur for you to just put on muscle. You're going to gain a lot of body fat. And again, I don't think you should be doing this. And he is training really hard now. Again, like he said, he's taking all these sets to failure, but here's the thing. He's going head first into this. I definitely get the impression, before I've already said this, where I don't think Brandon trained crazy hard. So for you at home, I don't think you should just copy this unless you're accustomed to it. Now, I am all for training to failure, but you should progressive overload your way to training to failure. If you're not used to that and you just do 6 days a week and you take every set to failure, you're gonna feel like you got hit by a freaking truck. So you need to take your time as you up the intensity, progressive overload, slowly increase the intensity over time rather than just going balls to the walls head first, massive calorie surplus and training super hard. It's a recipe for disaster for most people.
As I was feeling so strong, I decided to try my bench PR again, which was a tough 225. And if I break it, then the bulk is definitely working.
Yeah. Come on, bro. Let's go. 245. That's the new PR.
Okay, just want to preface this. Spotter, don't touch the freaking bar. He's got his hands on the bar when Brandon is lifting it up. If the bar's moving up as a spotter, you don't touch that shit. The last thing anyone wants anyone to do is touch that bar when you're going for a bench PR. Now, you know what? Let's just give it to him, 245. But he's also put on like over 10 pounds, so I'm not surprised by the fact that he beat his PR by 20 pounds. In my opinion, how I measure how strong someone is, it's all about your weight to strength ratio. I don't give a shit if you weigh 300 pounds and you're benching 315. That's not impressive at all. So considering he put on like 11 pounds or whatever, and he only increased his bench press by 20, to me, that's not really gaining strength per se. I don't know. I don't have the exact math, but in my opinion, it all has to do with your body weight to strength ratio. So for me, let's say I weighed 140 pounds. I bench pressed 185. I'll have that number on screen. So whatever number that is, like 1.3 something times my body weight or whatever, that's the number you want to increase. Not just the max number that you're lifting, but your strength to weight ratio. So I'm not surprised that he put on, you know, this amount of weight to his bench, but is he going to be able to keep that weight if he cuts down again? I don't know. But, I mean, I guess that means the bulk is working if he's getting stronger, so good for him.
So upon research, I discovered that splitting wood is actually a great way to significantly increase your testosterone. I just feel so manly. Maybe I'll finally be able to grow a beard.
Okay, no, this is freaking bullshit. Let's be honest here. Now, I know a lot of people like to say, oh, if you train legs or whatever, it boosts your testosterone. But it's not just training legs. It's not like, oh my God, your body knows, oh, you were training legs, let's boost your testosterone. It's just training in general boosts your testosterone. So when you do that chest day, that will boost your testosterone or whatever. It's not just, oh, it's leg day or chopping wood. Just physical activity is important to having good testosterone levels. It's good. Now, if you do like a crazy amount of cardio, that can actually lower it. But if you're strength training and stuff like that, of course, that's going to boost your testosterone. But it's not specifically wood chopping or leg day. It's just physical activity, being healthy, that's going to boost your testosterone.
Tip that I got from another fitness expert definitely was,
I struggle getting enough food in. How can I cram more food into being that surplus?
Liquid calories is my go-to, like help you get a lot of food down a lot easier.
so I followed Hussein's advice and started drinking milkshakes non-stop.
Have a glass of milk. You know, people talk about this and how unhealthy it is because there's all this growth hormone and all of that, but that's music to my ears. Growth hormone, naturally, I'll take it.
I'm sorry, do people seriously think milk is bad for you? Like that? Like, oh, growth? Like, seriously? Okay, that's horse shit. Now, I do love this tip from Hussein, I guess. If you really struggle to getting calories, which, let's be honest, the majority of you watching this video are probably fat and are obese, so you definitely don't want to be doing this. You want to be doing the opposite. No liquid calories. Liquid calories, they go through your system way quicker. It's super fast for your body to digest because they're already like broken down and stuff. So if you are struggling to getting calories, this is a great way because you're not going to be as full. You're going to be way less satiated. You can consume it way faster. But for the majority of you at home, you should be eating plain freaking spinach salads with a shit ton of volume so you're super stuffed on way less calories.
I wanted to try anything that could give me extra gains. And upon my research, I found something.
It's called an ARX machine, and it claims to double the amount of muscle you can put on compared to regular gym weights. And there's actually only one in my city.
Not only is this machine $50,000, but it's also one of the most efficient ways to gain muscle because I can get a whole workout in just 25 minutes and save myself 2 hours that I'd be spending in the gym. So you're not using a set weight like in the gym. This is using AI to tell how much force it needs to push on your muscle in order to get the most amount of growth. And because of that, I only needed to do 1 set. And I definitely feel it. My chest is completely dead.
Okay, so this is where I think like science and shit goes way too far. This is ridiculous. You're not gonna get the same amount of gain. Everyone wants basically the magic pill, the easy way out, the magic pill to swallow and just get all the results like this. But no, if you could gain the same amount of muscle doing the 25 minutes of this, I don't even know what the hell this machine is. You're just not. No, 1 set is not gonna, we have research, 1 set, I don't care how you do the set or whatever, is not gonna get you as much muscle growth compared to doing a proper workout or whatever for like 2 hours. No, you're not gonna gain the same amount of muscle doing this 25-minute, $50,000 machine bullshit. No, that's horse shit. Don't believe it. Crap. Just go to the freaking gym, pick up some weights, train hard, use good form. You're gonna freaking grow. None of this bullshit here.
90 days of hard work, it was time to see just how much muscle I gained. And let's just say the results were not what I was expecting.
No way.
It's actually pretty impressive. That much weight gained and very little fat mass.
3 pounds of lean mass is your guess. What would you be extremely impressed by?
5 pounds.
According to the hydrostatic test I have in front of me, my day 0 body fat was 13.75%. My day 90 body fat was 13.13%.
Whoa.
So that means the 10 pounds that I gained was lean mass.
You gained a crap load of lean masses.
140 on start and then 150 at end.
You know, your traps are just like totally different level of roundness now. Your arms look bigger, way rounder delts. Your chest looks notably thicker.
All right, and this is where the hydrostatic weigh-in and stuff like that, errors have been made. Because now we're gonna I'm gonna analyze his physique for you right here, and I'm gonna show you why most of these tests are not accurate. All right, I'm moving around my camera, so hopefully it's okay. Okay, so he's 10 pounds bigger on the right. So you know what? In this shot right here, he definitely looks like he absolutely gained muscle. I'm not denying the fact that he gained muscle, but I'm telling you, his body fat is not less in the after photo than the before photo. I can see more separation in his pecs, in his shoulders and arms in the after photo here. In the side chest, notice his obliques and way more separation, especially up here. There's way more separation in the pecs up there. There's obliques showing versus over here. Okay, you simply see less of that. There's less obliques showing there. So you see this line right there where the abdominals start. You don't see that here. So he's definitely not leaner. He's not leaner in this after photo. Now, I will say though, he's definitely put on lean tissue. That is, I'm not going to argue that. He definitely has some noticeable gains in this photo, but I'm telling you, it's not all 10 pounds of muscle, pure rock hard muscle. A lot of it, in my opinion anyway, is water weight. He started taking creatine, he started training harder. Most of it, anyway, in my opinion, is water weight. Brandon is not a newbie in the gym anymore, okay? And yes, he changed his training and all that kinds of stuff, but he's still been training for 5 years, so you're not gonna just put on randomly as a natural 10 pounds of muscle 5 years into your training. I don't care. No, that's no. In 90 days, that is not enough time to put on 10 pounds of solid rock hard muscle. Now, he put on lean mass, yes, but also notice how in this photo, actually, the body fat seems to be pretty comparable. Still, though, I would say he is definitely leaner on the left here. He's definitely leaner on the day 0. If you just look at the stomach area, the obliques and stuff like that, I can definitely see a little bit more definition on this side here. Okay, I'm sorry. Which back looks leaner here? Yes, the day 90 back is absolutely bigger, but day 0, I can't see a Christmas tree on day 90. I can start seeing a Christmas tree on day 0. His traps are leaner. Everything about his arms are leaner in this shot. Everything about the day 0 shot is leaner. So I'm just saying he did not gain all 10 pounds of lean mass, and the most of it, in my opinion, is probably water from, you know, taking creatine. Now, that's not to say he didn't put on muscle. Clearly, you can see in this photo, the delts, arms, and back are absolutely bigger. There is absolutely more lean tissue on here. But I don't want you guys to just go on this dreamer bulk and think you can just eat your way into gaining all this muscle without any fat whatsoever and stuff like that, because it's probably just not going to happen. So overall, though, it is an impressive result for Brandon. I think he actually has made a great amount of progress in these 90 days. But I'm just saying the test that he did, the hydrostatic weigh-in or whatever, is definitely inaccurate just looking at his physique. He's clearly leaner on day 0 versus the machine or whatever saying he's leaner on day 90, which is absolutely not the case. So yes, Brandon definitely made progress, but it's not as much as is portrayed, but still great result for him for being natural. Good transformation regardless, but I don't think many of you should copy this. You shouldn't be doing that dreamer bulk shit, and you should also progressive overload your way into training to failure and stuff like that. But that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. So this is just my opinion. You gotta take a grain of salt with these DEXA scans and stuff like that. The only machine that's 100% accurate is the MRI. That is the only thing that will give you 100% accuracy. Everything else is pretty much a guess. So that's my opinion. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.